global. It's a global phenomenon occasioned by this plague that has hit us, a plague that has necessitated, a slowdown of the global economy, and this we have seen. And therefore, I must admit that I am not where I would have preferred to be under normal circumstances had we been in a position to continue our agenda, because we had started to see our tourism was picking up. We had started to see our agriculture picking up. We had started to see our financial sector picking up. We were putting in a lot of money into all these small and medium enterprises with a view, of trying to see how we can ensure that they become proper job creators and stable, what you call the Juakali sector, the informal sector. We were working to see how to formalize it. In fact, some of the issues even in BBI itself were trying to address themselves to some of those issues. How to give our young people, interest-free loans, right, and guaranteeing them both in law and constitution, so that they can begin their startups and their small businesses. This was the direction that we headed in. Unfortunately, like I said, COVID has hit us, but we are still trying to keep our eye on the ball. And that's why we have come up with some of these interventions, like Kazi Mtaani, amongst others. These are interventions that we brought on board, right, to help cushion our people from the effects of COVID. But ultimately, it is the long-term programs. It is getting the road infrastructure so that, a honey farmer in Kitui can bring his product to market. This issue of inaccessibility. This is the whole agenda against electrifying our country, right? When I took over, only 32% of Kenyans had power. Today, as we speak, 78% of Kenyans have power. Getting power to the people, right? To ensure that people are able to do their cottage industries, to make sure that they're able to do their Juakali businesses in their respective areas. This is creating opportunity at the grassroots level. This is why we're very keen to see even more resources going down to the grassroots level and less being controlled from the central government. Because the more resources you're able to push out into our counties, the more opportunities you're also creating, because those tenders, those contracts are not just consigned here in the capital, but they are also everywhere, across our country. So our infrastructure agenda, our program of now, what you're seeing us going into our informal settlements, doing the roads, doing the power, doing the sewer lines, you should go and see for yourself. Changing their lives and creating opportunities, instead of them being dens of despair. We are trying to make them places of hope, that I can be in my, but now I have a road, I can get myself home, I can start my own small biashara there and work from there. There's a road that will bring people to me, right? So that I don't have to go out to look for opportunity. I can find opportunity, where I am. That is why we're opening up Lamu Port to create. We are now working to see how we can create a huge a special economic zone, and we have a number of countries already highly interested in coming now to set up factories in Lamu, just as they are equally